Aloha, and welcome to Thursday's wellness session in the Tao Calligraphy field. Thank you, everyone, for joining. My name is Naomi, and I am a student at the Satori Family Wellness Center here on Maui. It is my great honor and pleasure to introduce Annette Omuro, who will be leading the session tonight. She is a retired public school teacher and a certified master teacher of the Tao Academy. Annette Omuro is 84 years young, full of energy and vibrancy. And she is a reminder to all of us of what is possible when you have much love, peace, and harmony in your heart. On that note, please join me in welcoming Annette Omuro.
Oh my, thank you, Naomi. That was such a warm introduction. I'm so grateful to you and all of you who are here today. And I know maybe more will be joining. I know it's such a busy time. December month is usually very busy. But many times we need to stop and really, well, smell the roses and stop and experience being in the field. Because, Master Shah is giving us a gift, to help us be in this field. And he says we can do it as a complimentary evening. And so we want as many people to be here as possible so that they too can experience what many of us are experiencing. And that is the purpose of this free introductory evening, so that you can um, invite others, especially if you know that they are going through some challenges in their lives. Just to be in the field, let them experience. Master Shah says, if you want to know if a pear is sweet, taste it. So you ask them, would you like to just experience this, so that they can say, oh, they felt this way. So we need to let them experience the power of this field. So I'm hoping that more will be joining us soon, so that we can really have the numbers today. And so I thank each and every one of you, like Wendy's here, Tamara, Claire, Brittany, Betty, Amy, and Naomi. I thank you for joining, and I'm hoping that more will be joining soon. Now, I'm going to read to you uh, a page from this Tao Calligraphy healing field, you know, and you can close your eyes if you wish, because whenever I read a book from Master Shah, it's words from the divine. And so it's a very sacred, reading that I'm doing. And so if you want, you can close your eyes, or you don't need to, but you could do that. I'm going to just read to you. Deep spiritual wisdom teaches that all challenges are related with soul, heart, mind, energy, and matter blockages. Practicing forgiveness could create amazing transformation of one's challenges beyond comprehension. Now, these are words from the source. Think about your family. A husband and wife could argue and fight, partners, parents, and children, and more could argue and fight. How can you bring love, peace, and harmony? If person A and person B have issues, what if person A sincerely apologized to B, or B sincerely apologized to A? The issues could be resolved very quickly. Expanding the wisdom. If any employees in a workplace have challenges with one another, what if they could sincerely apologize to each other? Then the situation could become very positive. I have shared the sacred forgiveness teachings and practice with thousands of students and clients worldwide. I forgive you, you forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Doing forgiveness practice could yield unbelievable results. People may not understand that health challenges, relationship blockages, and even financial issues are very closely related with the emotions. If you have emotional imbalances, your health, relationships, or finances could be deeply affected. Therefore, to do forgiveness with anyone with whom you have challenges could bring truly remarkable results. If you know you have challenges with someone, do a forgiveness practice with the person directly if you can. But sometimes you can't do it directly. Well, this is not from the book, but you can do it in the, remotely, in the spiritual way. Now, you can also do a general forgiveness practice for any or all of your challenges. For example, if you do have, oh, if you have knee problems or knee pain, suffer from anxiety, have financial challenges, or for all of your life challenges, you can do a general forgiveness practice as follows. And this is what the Tao said. Dear everyone and everything with whom I have had any conflict, argument, or fighting regarding anything that I am aware of or even not aware of, I honor you. Please let us do a forgiveness practice together. And then you may chant, I forgive you, you forgive me. Bring love, peace, and harmony. Spend 5 to 10 minutes repeating these 3 sentences. You could feel remarkable improvement. You could feel some improvement. You could feel no improvement. Whether you feel remarkable improvement, some improvement, or no improvement, continue to do the forgiveness practice sincerely 3 times a day for 5 to 10 minutes each for a few days, and then see how you feel. This is a very simple, but it is this is very simple, but it is a very sacred way to do forgiveness practice to transform your health, relationship, or financial challenges. Try it and experience it. Forgiveness is the golden key to unlock all life challenges. Now, this came from the Tao Calligraphy Healing Field book. Very powerful book. And we're taught to read Master Sha's books aloud every so often because it actually comes from the source. And I know if you close your eyes, you could actually feel like the source is speaking to you. These words are very sacred. So, it's wonderful to be here, especially to be in the field. So we activate the field, and I'm going to share the field at this time. This is the level 1 Tao Chang field. And as Master Sha says, when you are in this Tao calligraphy field, you are in a different dimension. People say, oh, I go to the mountains and I can feel the high frequency and vibration, and I feel like I have been healed. Some people go into the water, or some people travel to Japan and other places in the world where they have the hot springs and they just feel good because the frequency is so high. And they say, oh, they are healed. Wonderful. Because that is so true. When you are in the presence of a high frequency field, that is what happens. But to be in the Tao calligraphy, Tao source field, as Master Sha would say, is a very, very high, the purest field, the highest frequency. And It has all the 10 greatest natures of the source. Like it has greatest love, greatest forgiveness, greatest compassion, greatest light, greatest humility, greatest harmony, greatest flourishing, greatest gratitude, greatest service, and greatest enlightenment. All of these are within the Tao Calligraphy. So just by sitting here, if you just chant Da'ai, greatest love, this is an unconditional love. And it's melting away your blockages. Wow. Many of us really cannot understand or even comprehend what we are receiving. But, just come. As the book said, the source was speaking, even if you don't feel, or you may feel something, you don't feel something, that's okay. Just keep coming, or just keep doing the practices. And one day you're going to say, oh, wow, And so that is how we can give gratitude to our teacher for allowing us to come and be in this high frequency field. I remember a month ago, I tried to put on a video and it didn't work. But today I know it's going to work. But, many of us come into the field because we feel, we're not feeling good physically. Some come because of their emotional issues and some mental. But, I'm going to share with you after we do a practice of Da Kuan Shu and share the video about our finances. So let us do forgiveness first, because I know that when you do a forgiveness, you clear these blockages so that, wow, your heart starts to open wider too, and then you receive more blessings. So during the course of this evening, your heart is opening up through our forgiveness practice. So what I'm going to do is now we're going to trace greatest forgiveness. Okay, I will go one time over it, and if you're drawing it with me, you are already receiving huge blessings, and you're receiving removal of these negative messages or information that is on our soul, heart, mind, and body. And we're really transforming our lives. So the circle is the Tao. So we trace the Tao 3 times. Okay, you can do it 3 times. I'll do it once, but you go 3 times. And then you trace the pathway of Da. Now, within this pathway, you're connecting to the Tao Calligraphy. You're connecting to the source. You're connecting to all the holy beings, the angels, the Buddhas, the treasures that are within, and especially the 10 greatest qualities within the Tao Calligraphy. That's how powerful it is. This is a little more complicated, but try your best. I know this part here is a little difficult. Da, I know you can get. Kuan Shu, Kuan, down. Try it again. Go right around. Up. Down. Across. Just like a triangle here. Down. Go up. Down. And around. Some of the places you see very thin lines, but there is a line there. It's a very light yang connection. There we go. Here's another thin, because even within a calligraphy we have yin and yang. Yin and yang is a universal law. Everything has yin and yang. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the music as you trace. And we do a forgiveness practice first. And I want to have you do your own personal, forgiveness, because you may see in front of you a person who you hurt and you really and truly want to forgive them. You can go really deep and tell them exactly how you feel. Or if there's someone who hurt you or your loved ones, you speak to them like they were right in front of you and say how, you know, you want to offer your forgiveness and that you love them. So I will play this music right after I go, dear all the souls, my ancestors that I have hurt or harmed in all of my lifetimes. I am truly sorry if I have hurt or harmed you. I love you and I ask for forgiveness. Please forgive me and my ancestors for causing you pain, sorrow, or if I took advantage of you. Because in this lifetime, I can feel that I may have done wrong in the past lifetimes. And I truly ask for forgiveness. And if I am suffering from any thing, right now if I'm having problems with my knee or my arm, I may have caused that kind of pain to someone else, so I ask for forgiveness. And then we go to those that have hurt our ancestors, our loved ones, and all of us, and we say to them, we love them, and we forgive you unconditionally. Now you need to really go deep. It's difficult sometimes, but you have to say, unconditional forgiveness is wanting only good things for them. You have no hatred, you have no revenge, you're not upset with them. They owe you nothing. We just need to let it go. So we say in our hearts and souls, we forgive you unconditionally. And we wish for your good health, your happiness, and much, much more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this is the only way we can really accelerate our healing journey. Because if you still hold on to what someone did for you and you're still angry with them, you still have that blockage. So we need to just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Okay? So let us trace and do your forgiveness. And as you know, as we continue to listen, I'm sorry. The music starts to get lighter because we are feeling a joy within us.
说，大宽恕，大宽恕。I forgive you, you forgive me. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. I forgive you, you forgive me. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. I forgive you, you forgive me. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. Love, peace, harmony. 我原谅你，你原谅我，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐，相爱平安和谐。
Continue to trace all the way down to the end of the calligraphy. And just by this short practice, blockages were being removed. And I'm quite sure, when you're listening to the music as well, because this is a Tao source music, this sound has a very high frequency as well. And so, as you're listening to both the sound, the music, the Tao source music, and tracing the Tao calligraphy, it's very, very powerful. So we say thank you, thank you, thank you to the Tao calligraphy, Da Quan Shu. We are so, so very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And, as I said, when we have a lot of people here in numbers, exponentially, the power gets greater, the time is extended even more. So please, please, please invite as many people as you can, because we want them to be in the field. We want them to experience this wonderful, peaceful place to be in. high frequency field. Okay, so as I said, you know, you all know David Meltzer, and I know you've seen this video many times, but it's always good to watch again and again, because when you are watching a video, you're going to get something out of it that you missed maybe the first time. And just by being in the field, you know, because this is a not calligraphy video that Master Shah has, you know, ordered. So you know that just by listening to what's happening. And I think the calligraphies he's going to be tracing, you're going to see a calligraphy. So you get that splash, you know, just by watching him trace a little bit. So I'm going to share with you at this time the video on David Meltzer, so that we too can flourish like the way David did. Okay, so let us.
I've been blessed with meeting Dr. and Master Shah, who has impacted my life more than any other human I've ever met. I grew up in a world of not enough. I had a single mom. My dad left when I was 5 years old. She raised 6 kids, worked 2 jobs as a 2nd grade teacher, packed my dinner into a paper bag, put us in a car so she could fill up turnstiles at convenience stores with greeting cards just so we could eat. I grew up happy in the world of not enough, where everything was happening to me. And I felt at the time, from the time I was 5, that money would complete my happiness, complete me. I ended up graduating law school. I had 2 jobs out of law school. One was being a litigator, and the other was to sell legal research online in 1992. In 1995, we sold our company for $3.4 billion, which set my life into a different trajectory. By the time I was 30, I may have been the most blessed person in the whole world. I was a multi-millionaire. I married my dream girl from the 4th grade and ended up being the CEO of the world's most notable sports agency. They actually made the movie Jerry Maguire about our firm. The only thing that was missing now in my life was happiness. I had moved from a world of not enough as a victim to what I call the world of just enough. And so many people that I know live in the world of just enough. They buy things to be happy. They buy more things when they're not happy. They buy things to impress other people. They even buy things to impress people that they don't like. And that defined me perfectly. I went through a transformation, and I learned this valuable lesson that you just can't buy love or happiness. There was much more to the universe than just money. There was a different currency, a currency of faith. And I wrote a book called Connected to Goodness. My book agent, one of the world's famous book agents, he was Eckhart Tolle's book agent. He was the dummy book agent, so I figured he's perfect for me because not only was I very spiritual, but I was also a big dummy because I also lost over $100 million and went bankrupt. And I went from being a multi-millionaire into living into a rented house with rented furniture and 1 car with 3 daughters under the age of 8 and a pregnant wife with their first son. Because of that experience, I was open to maybe doing things a little bit differently. About that time, my book agent introduced me to someone that would change my life. He introduced me to a man named Dr. and Master Shah. This guru, this master, this healer showed up to my life and had asked me if I could help transform his teaching so that average people like myself would believe in him. To be honest, I didn't believe in him. To be honest, I was extremely skeptical. I was a person that was more motivated by business and money. I wasn't very spiritual at the time. I had to see it to believe it. But once I met him, I knew there was something special. There's a spirit of excellence, and I wanted to be around it. Dr. Shah is a medical doctor and a healer. So the easiest way to describe him to somebody that's living here in America is he's a doctor. As I've evolved as a friend of Master Shah as well, I have learned to describe him as someone that raises your awareness to who you are. Dr. and Master Shah is someone that can put us into that ease from the dis-ease of the interference that we've created for ourselves. He also gave me calligraphies. He told me I should trace them. And I rolled my eyes. But I have this philosophy about new things. I started to trace these calligraphies for 10 minutes a day, and my life started to change. And it changed dramatically. My health, my relationships, my perspective, my mindset. Even though there's no logic or reason that would tell you that by tracing a piece of art on your wall that your life would change, they work. And if you have an open mind and open heart and open hands, most likely it'll work for you. And if it doesn't, it will do nothing to harm you. This opened my mind to a whole new perspective, one in which allows me to live in a realm where I don't take myself so seriously. I have fun with everything. I find the light, the love, and the lessons in everything that I do. The calligraphies to me are a piece of art. They're just beautiful. But more importantly, they carry an energy of frequency. I can still tell you I don't know how it works. I step on airplanes about 200 days a year and I still don't know how an airplane flies. But I have faith every time I step on a plane that it's safer than driving my car home. I have faith in those calligraphies. People come to me and say, Mr. Melcher, what can I do to change my life? The first thing I tell them to do is say thank you before they go to bed and when they wake up. The next thing I tell them to do is to get a calligraphy from Master Sha and trace it. Both don't take very much time, and both have impacted my life more than anything else that I've ever done. I think about it a lot, what I could do to give back, or what I would say to Master Sha, thinking about how he has impacted me, my family, my community. I can really think of only two words: thank you. Thank you, Master Sha.
If you have financial challenges, I welcome you to join a master class taught by my master teacher, Vanessa. You could receive huge benefits. Love you. Thank you. Welcome you.
Wow. You know, even if I've seen this many, many times, I still enjoy seeing it, and it reminds me. So that's the reason why, as our teacher always says, you know, when he teaches many times the same thing, but every time he teaches the same thing, I get it in a different way, because for me too, my awareness has changed. And so I'm quite sure that many of you who saw this, wow, you know, got something else out of it. And so, you know, how these are, people cannot understand, I think, that, you know, just by tracing the calligraphy, as David Melcher said, will make him richer, but he actually believes right now. He's not he's not a student of Master Sha, but I think he has really inspired a lot of people to receive Master Sha's calligraphies, because he's telling the world how it has impacted his life. And so, you know, we should be so grateful that here we are in the field, and I will put back our Tao Calligraphy field so that you can continue to, let me see, maybe I will put, yeah, okay. So you can be in this field and connect with the field. And, you know, as we're saying, we all need to understand that this gift that we have, we cannot take for granted. You know, I have a lot of calligraphies, and sometimes you know, and I was just sitting here the other day, and I go, I've been forgetting to trace one that's right in the corner. You know, I have it sitting on my piano because the string, well, actually it's the wired string that it broke off. And so I put it right, I have it by the piano, and I haven't been tracing that. And then I'm thinking, oh, you know how we take things for granted, we have it there, but we're not, and that is a powerful, powerful calligraphy, right? And so here we have a lot of calligraphy. Some of you have the 10 dot cards, you know, the little ones, trace those. And if you're too tired, just leave it, just put it on your heart chakra or your message center. Many of us sleep with it, you know. And so I want you all to show an appreciation for what is given to you through Master Sha. So at this time, let's see, how many of us are here today? Okay, we're going to do a practice, you know, for healing our 7 soul houses, as well as the Wai Chao. Now, as you know, The seven soul houses are spaces within our body, and these spaces carry negative messages or negative information, and the Jiao does too. And now the Jiao is the space right in front of the spinal column, and energy and the channel and the meridians flow, but if there is a blockage there, everything else, like the organs and our system, all will become a big problem, so we need to clear those spaces. And that's why when we do the chi channel mantra, what are we doing? We're clearing all the spaces, the seven soul houses. Some of you call it the chakras. Go all the way up, we're clearing that, then down into our Jiao. That's the reason why Master Sha says this chi channel mantra or chi channel circle is the healing circle, because it's healing us from head to toe, skin to bone. Because even if one of our soul houses is here, our first soul house, all the area or the organs, the system, like our reproductive system or immune system, they are all being healed as well. And so that's why we need to do this practice of Hei Hang Hong Ashi Wong Yo, because those words are sacred vibrational sounds. It has no meaning, but it vibrates in those areas. And so I just wanted you to know that when we do this practice, I'm going to share right now the animation. Okay. So that we can do the practice again with Master Sha and heal from head to toe, skin to bone. And what's wonderful is we are in the field, so it becomes even more powerful. So, we are doing this practice in the Tao Calligraphy field. So, dear the Chi Channel mantra, or the Chi Channel circle, or the healing circle, or our seven soul houses and our Jiao, we love you, we honor you, and we appreciate you. You have the power to remove blockages, to help me to transform my life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And when we talked about our finances, today we were talking about finances, the second soul house and the fourth soul house are financial soul houses or energy centers. So when you're going this way and you're clearing, what are you doing? You're already clearing those blockages as well. Okay? And so some of you have heart problem. So when you go, Hei Hang Hong, what's happening? Not only your soul houses, the fourth soul house is being healed, your heart, your large intestines, your lungs, because it's in that area, and your spleen and your stomach, they're all being healed as well. Okay, so let us do the practice with Master Sha.
Hei Heng Hong Ashi Wong Yo. 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 Hei Heng Hong Ashi Wong Yo.
We'll do now. We're going to do the Jing channel. Okay, Now, the Jing channel is to rejuvenate, to fill up that oil in our oil lamp. This is the matter channel. This is an important channel too, because many of us who went through COVID or had the flu, what happened? Our oil started to deplete and we lose our energy. Because I remember when I contracted COVID, you know, I felt very, very tired. And I know that during the time I had the COVID, my oil in that oil lamp was getting less and less and less. And what did I need to do? I needed to do more of this Jing channel practice. This is the matter practice where it goes up the spinal cord, you know, the energy and matter, then goes down into the seven soul houses, and then goes into the Kumgong area, which is right by our third soul house, right? And then start to fill up. And only through spiritual practice we can fill that oil so I can get my energy back again. I'm so grateful that I have the energy back again, because even after like 3 weeks after I had the COVID and I tested negative, I was even to walk a short distance, I was very tired. But now I'm able to do that. So I know that the practices are helping. Okay, so we're going to do the Jing channel practice. And still connect now with the field, because you're in the field.
有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁以西呀红恒黑。 有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁以西呀红恒黑。 有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁以西呀红恒黑。
How. And at this time, I'd like for you all to think of a number and write it in the chat right now, you know. And while we're doing the one more Jing channel practice, I will do it one more time, but write it in the chat so we can have you in this circle. I already was guided to pull a number, and so we're going to offer a blessing to whoever we pull, and they're going to be in the circle at this time. After this practice, okay? So do it now.
有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁以西呀红恒黑。 有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁以西呀红恒黑。 有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁以西呀红恒黑，有翁 风一息啊，风康嘿。
How, which means everything is perfect, get well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, are you writing numbers in the chat? Maybe Naomi can help me and see if some of you are unable to write your number, you may unmute yourself and then give your number so that we can put you in this healing field. Or if there is someone that are, you're really going through some difficult time right now, you can also unmute. And we can do two, one with the closest number and one that is really in need, because we're here to serve. Okay, are we ready? Do we have, let me see. So we don't have anybody in the chat? Oh, wait.
We have two that are fairly close. Brittany at 17 and Betty at 12.
Okay, we'll give both of them and have them in the circle because my number was 19. I was guided to pull 19 because many times when we have, numbers that are close, we know that heaven wants them to experience the field and be in the field. And when you have a blessing within the field, it is very, very powerful. So Betty and Brittany, make your request silently, and we are going to imagine them in this circle with, this high frequency field. And as they are sitting in the field, we see the light. The light is radiating. This is the Tao source light, not an ordinary light. And the Tao source light is within them. So when that light goes within them, the blockages just have to be removed, right? And when the blockages are being removed, that is how we start to heal. And sometimes, you don't feel anything, but people with third eye can actually see what's happening, And so as Master Shah says, even if you don't feel anything, that's okay. But he knows that something is happening. All right, so we're going to play the music of Da Guang Ming, and we say, "Dear the souls of Brittany and Betty, we love you, we honor you, and we appreciate you, and we are so very grateful to have you in this field, this Tao Calligraphy field, where the frequency is so high. And as you make your request, place the light in that area as we are offering our blessings as most appropriate. So those of us who have Tao light treasures, we can turn them on, or we can ask the Tao Calligraphy field to please bless Brittany and Betty as most appropriate at this time. And I made a request, I asked so I can turn on one of my treasures that is a very high treasure for Betty and Brittany at this time is most appropriate. So let us begin.
Great is light, great is light, great is light. I am inside the light. The light is inside me. Bright, 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 bright,
And let us now focus on Brittany. And Brittany, connect with your request and the calligraphy field.
Great is light. I am inside the light. The light is inside me. Bright,
And now let us focus on Betty in the field. This greatest light within her, around her.
Is inside me. Bright, 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 bright.
Okay. Both of them are now within the light. The light is within them. They are truly, truly blessed. So let us say together, how, get well, everything is perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. And we say to the holy beings over here, to all of our treasures, please rest and respectfully return. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so we did, Naomi mentioned that we did have in the chat that Gregory wasn't feeling well. I mean, his pressure, borderline, asking Tao to lower his blood pressure. But this is a wonderful place to be in the Tao field and making your request, and visualize the light in that area, because this field is very, very powerful. And, as we did the forgiveness first, and then we're sincere about that, and then we get, into the field. How wonderful. So we're very grateful that we're able to come and enjoy the field with all of you, and thank our beloved teacher for really giving us the opportunity to share the field um, as a complimentary gift. The frequency and vibration is so high. So, as you know, this high frequency, usually there is an honoring, but Master Sha wants everybody to experience the field because he wants all of us to be living happier and healthier lives. And he knows that Mother Earth is going through so much challenges. So, we're very, very grateful that we have this Thursday evening. So I ask all of you to please invite your friends who are really going through challenges. Invite them and tell them to please join us in this field. Because the more people that come in, it becomes even more powerful for all of us. So, and that's one wonderful way to serve, with many people inviting people, especially when they need to be here. So I thank each and every one of you. So is there anyone who'd like to share, or is there anything in the chat?
Yes, Betty wrote, thank you so much for having me in the circle to receive special blessings. Being in the Tao calligraphy field really helps to help remove negative information and make me relaxed and peaceful.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you so much, Annette, Master Sha, and the Tao Source.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for.
And Brittany has placed in the chat the links to register for Right into Wellness with Dr. Lori, Mondays 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. And this holiday season, Dr. Lori is offering a special offering of 50% off on her original Tao calligraphy. So, and you can text her, and there is the number there, or register and the link is there as well. And Brittany also placed in the chat the group wellness program in the Tao calligraphy healing field holiday special. Register 1, any additional membership 25% off. So if you can read that and see the link that she placed there as well.
Yes, this is a wonderful time to add your loved ones with a 25% off. I mean, that is really a gift, another gift from Master Sha, because we have to follow, according to the Tao Calligraphy, the Tao Academy, even our honoring fees. And so, when we can have these special, like I know Betty had registered for 3 of her family members because she knows that it has helped her and has helped some of her family members. And so, they are truly blessed. And even if they don't know that their names are there, my sister would call them in the field and trace for them. That is truly a gift, So I thank you, Betty, for doing that for your family. And I thank each and every one of you for joining today, and I'm hoping that we'll have more people come and join us on Thursday evenings, because this is a complimentary evening to experience the power of the field. So I thank
Gregory, I'm sorry, Gregory wrote another message. Mahalo, Annette, and everyone. I deeply appreciate all of your help and blessings and prayers as appropriate.
Thank you. Yes, and we do have another service at 8:16. that you can call your own name in if you're going through some issues, and we send a group, blessing as well. And so join us, and that is another free event. So I wish all of you would take advantage. So I thank you, Wendy, for joining, Tamara, Mercedes, Marlene, Joanne's iPhone, Gregory, Kenchi, Claire, Chiemi, Brittany, Brian, Betty, Amy, and Naomi. Thank you, thank you. Oh, we have 16 of us today. Thank you for joining, and I'm hoping that next week we'll have even more. I'm not sure. I think maybe Chiemi's on next week. I'm not quite sure who's scheduled, but we all take turns, and we're all different, but the field is the same. It's very high frequency. So join us again. So thank you, everyone. Love you all. Aloha and mahalo.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Aloha. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Bye.